2. It's like Rochelle Clayton running for Huey in lane number 3. She, Foam and Vertek and Michael and Huey. Sunshine Girls, that's their second leg. Elisha Kelly of the Huey and Shanice Beckford, they are also in that team. That's the GC Foster team, lane number 4. And Juliet back for one of her many favorite events, women's 4x4.
Favorite events to watch, yeah.
And Juliet, just talking to Jermaine, last year a wonderful year for Jamaica at 400 meters. They, of course, Jamaica 1, 2, 3 in the Commonwealth Games, and head into this World Champs year with a good group of ladies.
I think we do. We do have a good group of ladies. We saw one of the sisters, Christine Day. Christine Day did very well for us. I think we have a good crop of women 400-meter runners. The men, I would still have to wait and see what's going to happen with what we have right now.
Of course, the men, silver in the 4x4 in the World Champs 2013, bronze in 2011, and I think we have a world indoor medal in between that as well, so the picking's not quite so bad. That's GC Foster in lane number 4.
On your marks.
And her foot is just too high, that right leg too high on top of that, the blocks.
Set.
The Sunshine Girls, Huey, GC Foster, UTEC, and Sprint Tech on the outside. It's UTEC running hard on the first leg, lane number 5 in the black and gold of UTEC, and they've caught up to Sprint Tech on the outside. Those two so far, Juliet, away from the field.
Is it unfair though to have the Sunshine Girls run in a 4x4?
I think it's more publicity, you know, trying to raise awareness of their endurance. And they've come out and some training, but this is nice running by UTEC. They've caught the Sprint Tech on the outside, and Huey a bit further back, so to GC Foster as they come to the end of the first leg. It's UTEC just ahead of Sprint Tech on the stagger, and that first leg 54.2 for UTEC with Sprint Tech on the outside. That's Anastasia Leroy running on the outside.
And of course we see UTEC there, but taking it too slow. You're supposed to be cutting over. Why are you taking it so slowly to cut over? You're supposed to be more aggressive.
Sharika Jackson easy on the first 200 and starts to step out in the second 200 from a Vertek star. Now at UTEC, Anastasia Leroy. They were teammates last year in the Bahamas on the 4x4. Now they're running against each other at the Gibson McCook relays. Leroy comes outside, tries to pass Sharika Jackson. Jackson turns on the gas. It's Sharika Jackson from a Vertek star, holds off Anastasia Leroy and comes to the exchange ahead. It's 51.7 for Sharika Jackson, and that sends it's like Samoya Campbell from a Spalding star in the lead with the Sprint Tech in second. Jermaine Deans, good running so far by UTEC.
Definitely good running so far by UTEC. We've seen them doing well on the men's side, seen them do well here on the female side. And the 51 split we just saw a while ago, not bad at all.
This is Samoya Campbell.
Samoya Campbell being tracked by Sharon Simpson there in the future. But Samoya Campbell has a 5-meter lead, a 4-meter, 3-meter, 2-meter, 1-meter lead. Now they're neck and neck, and Sharon Simpson handing over first.
Great leg by Sharon Simpson, 52.3 for Sharon Simpson, and she's put her team Sprint Tech in the lead. It's Sprint Tech leading over UTech, and 52.74 Samoya Campbell. And here comes Genevieve Russell, the former World Junior Champion, takes UTech back into the lead. Russell, UTech. The Sprint Tech is in second place, and Genevieve Russell, former Homeward Star, blazing on this anchor leg. Russell of UTech with Sprint Tech in second. UTech with an impressive team with Russell and anchoring for UTech, pulls away from the Sprint Tech here, and it's Genevieve Russell who closes out. A big win for UTech. It's 3:29.72, a new Gibson Relays record for UTech, and 51.5 for the former World Junior Champion Genevieve Russell. Here are the Sunshine Girls stepping into the straightaway around the top curve, and the grandstand crowd generous. They get to their feet for the world rating number 4 netball team. Still flying down the stretch. This is Malaysia Kelly on the anchor leg. I believe for the Sunshine Girl is Beckford on the anchor leg. Kelly ran earlier, and they've come through to run a powerful run. The Sunshine Girls, they must be the world's fastest netball team at 4x4 at 4 minutes 7.9 seconds.
And that's excellent endurance work for the Sunshine Girls. But Sharon Simpson ran such a fabulous leg for Sprint Tech, and of course we've been talking about that as far as the exchange, where the athletes are not running off. These athletes are, unless you see them dying coming in, then you stand still. But if you see them coming in with full force, that they have the energy to expend, then go right ahead and move off. She lost so much ground. The fact that she stood still and didn't take that baton and lost a lot of ground. So we've seen here Sharon Simpson in the second place behind UTech, and of course gained so much on her. So we see her about to hand off the baton and losing ground right there.
That's Genevieve Russell, former Homeward Star. She third last year in the Commonwealth Games 400-meter hurdles. She closes out with a 51.5 for UTech, and they set a new record for the Gibson McCook Relays at 329.87.
1/100.
With Sprint Tech second, 3:32.35.